Digital transformation demands sort of tools and technologies that enable three things, okay? It has to enable innovation, has to drive performance, and ultimately has to focus on the customer-client journey. Now, when we look at the new world and the new buyers, okay, they're not only CMOs and CIOs anymore, they're developers, entrepreneurs, startups, as I said before. And their missions of who they are and where they're going, the biggest thing that they're worried about is, how do I interact with a brand? Does the brand understand who I am? And by the way, they want to interact with a brand just like they do when they buy a shirt off Amazon, with nobody interfering. So my job, kind of simple, if you take it, is to unleash IBM to empower the world. Okay? Two very important words in sort of that mission that we're going on. Unleash the power of IBM products, services, and people, and thinking and our research to empower whoever it may be. So what we did since I've come on board is we created something called the Learning Lab. The Learning Lab is basically a way of a developer using cognition, computing, or using Watson to figure out how we can help them in their life. How we can actually help them learn more about what IBM tools are about, a discovery tool. Because the reality is, there are so many choices, we're trying to actually narrow down and make it easy. Because at the end of the day, developers want things to be done easily for them. Now, what people do on the weekend to have fun is they code. They just want to have a lot of fun. They want to experiment. They want to see whether or not they can actually do something differently. The tools available to kids these days is really lots of fun. So Learning Lab is a different way of looking at IBM. Because before, what you think about IBM is, I need a salesperson to come in, I need to go through official training, I need to get certified, I need to then be able to actually then use IBM tools, right? Now we've given them a Learning Lab and discovery tool that actually allows them to pull down Watson APIs and our IoT APIs and our analytics APIs and play with them. Give them a sandbox that they can play around with our tools and see what the possible is. But for us, to get things out the door and to get these things launched, we're critical. So putting the speed into our system, the expectation that I have of the IBM organization and the culture, is incredibly important for us to win in the marketplace, especially when we have the startups and the entrepreneurs who are going after our business. Now, in the Think Marketing portal, okay, that's a buyer type. So their products and services will show up in that portal, right? So if you're looking for interactive ads, it should pop up as a product that comes down there. So they have the expertise. They know location strategy better than anyone else in the company. So I don't know exactly what the future will be, but for right now, they own that product and that service for us. What we need to really do at this point, once we sort of got these pilots go, we need to keep the momentum going. Momentum sort of just begs momentum. So you're gonna see a lot more innovation like these things talking about coming out of IBM. And at the same time, it's really taking a hard look at what the competition's doing and how do we outmaneuver the competition given the strength of what IBM has to offer.